We've got the videos from around the world right now. Buckle up, everybody. It's Blake Cousins along with my brother Brent. We're going over incredible videos just into third phase moon. You're looking at one of them right now of what looks to be some kind of angelic ice sculpture that was naturally formed. People are kind of amazed about what this drone captured. We're looking at it right now, and it's pretty incredible to behold how Mother Nature wants to represent maybe a possible angelic being. We're looking at this massive piece of natural art, I have to say, and it almost looks like there's wings on either side of it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Just you look at around the world and what happens on natural phenomenon that's created from nature, and it creates these beautiful aspects and curiosity that we kind of imagine. And we're looking at this and it looks like a sculpture of a bird. You could even almost recognize a beak at the end of this thing. I'm wondering, was there scaffolding on top of this and then the ice just kind of perched up on top of it, kind of creating this formation? If this is natural, it's an amazing sequence of ice, Mother Nature combined. It's a unique sculpture, Blake.
Yeah, it's interesting. You're right, Brent. It could be that there might be some kind of maybe a possible lighthouse to warn boats, and the ice that melted on top of it and formed this in a weird, strange way. It's just incredible to behold. It's pretty cool. Again, I think it's just something natural here. Maybe, like I said, a lighthouse, some kind of a indicator not to hit the rocks there. You see some kind of concrete bricks there, probably to break up the ocean, to protect this kind of light beacon for boats to get into the harbor there. But it's pretty incredible to see this angelic shape take over the structure. Now take a look at this. We received this just moments ago. We're sharing it with you right now. It's pretty neat. We're looking at a formation of lights in the sky that resembles a huge saucer just hovering over the treetops. In the background there, we see the treetops in the foreground. Whatever this is, if it's one structure, it's massive. But could it be just maybe some kind of aerial light display to catch people's eye, to bring people to the location? Brent, your thoughts here?
Yeah, Blake, look at that thing. It looks massive. I'm guessing 50 to 100 feet in length. Again, we've seen lights that kind of project into the sky and they kind of move and bounce around. These kind of remain static, and you can see there's a bunch of pinpoints of lights. They look like even portholes from a craft itself. They remain static. It just stays stationary above the tree line back there. And what a great capture. Again, I like this a lot. If anybody else captured anything like this, we would sure like to see it right here at Third Phase of Moon.
Absolutely. These are the videos that we want to see, and I'm sure the world wants to see as well, because after looking at this video a little closer, I'm still on the fence of exactly what this is. Could it be just one massive craft? Like you say, Brent, 150 feet in diameter. You see the portholes, the lights peering through. It's pretty incredible. Maybe, just maybe, what we're looking at is something extraterrestrial in nature. This is unbelievable what we're looking at. I'm going to pull up, get a little closer look on this thing, see what this thing's all about. We're looking at it again. We're seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, approximately a dozen or so lights peering through. Are you seeing it, Brent? What do you think? Is this maybe just one craft or just a display? It's pretty amazing.
It kind of looks like this thing's coming in for a landing. We would need more detail if we had the full video. If this thing kind of left the vicinity at some sort of incredible speed, we'd have to say this is off-world vehicle, something not of this world. What we're looking at is still kind of, we don't know. That's a big question. Still, I like this because these kind of lights and mysteries that are happening around the world need to be looked at, and that's why we're sharing them. And I appreciate everybody that drops these videos to us on a daily basis. We give you everything because that's what makes this channel, and we really appreciate it.
That's right, Brent. These submissions that are coming in over the past month are incredibly insane at the moment. Guys, I want to get your thoughts. What is this? Is this one craft? Is it multiple lights? Is it a light display, or is it something otherworldly? I could imagine from the person who shot this on the ground looking up at this thing, you would think that maybe it's something straight out of Independence Day. I would wonder if I was going to be abducted or not. Is this thing going to take me? I'd be a little concerned. This thing's pretty massive, but these are the sightings that we want to share right here at Third Phase of Moon. Again, I'm getting a closer look at this. Guys, what's your thoughts in the chat? Now, let's get to this. More videos right now captured from the ISS. Watch this. Something appears behind Earth itself, peering over the horizon. We're getting some close-up looks at this. What the heck is going on? This is absolutely incredible. If I didn't know any better, I'd say this is some kind of blast, a massive one, but we haven't heard anything in the major news, so I'd have to rule that out. But what could it be is very, very bizarre. I'm trying to figure out if this is maybe some kind of reflection from within the ISS, but I could clearly see, and you could clearly see that this comes from behind Earth itself, peering over the horizon. Look at this thing. Whatever it is, it seems to be at least maybe hundreds of miles in length here. Brent, your thoughts?
Yeah, Blake, take a look at that plasmic discharge. What's happening is incredible, and we have this yellow, bright object in the center of it all, and then this kind of purple, reddish hue around the whole thing. It kind of looks like it's a prism in its own sense. It's reflecting. I could guarantee this is not a reflection off the lens from inside the ISS. What we're seeing is something beyond, some sort of space anomaly. It's incredible stuff.
Again, I wonder if NASA will explain this to us. I got a feeling they're going to keep it like it always is, the MO, never a straight answer, but you would think that maybe scientists would give us some answers, some independent astronomers would give us some answers, maybe, dare I say, the media might give us some answers. I doubt it. Now let's get to this. Another angelic sighting, now this time in the sky. And we're looking at this. It's incredible to behold. So what are we looking at? Is this some kind of natural formation? Maybe possible jets that left this behind? Commercial airliner with some trail behind it, but it's weird. It goes into different directions. Maybe this was some kind of rocket that malfunctioned, and you can see the debris move from right to left in the upper portions to create this kind of wing-like effect, but you can almost see like a head on this, a torso, and some legs underneath. Again, I don't think this is CGI by any means. We're looking at it. You could see the refraction of lights. You could kind of see some sparks and anomalies that swarm around the underskirt of this apparition, this angelic being. It's incredible. I love this stuff. Brent, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, we've kind of seen this around the planet, and this is some of the best footage I've seen. This has the most detail, and it clearly shows some sort of like apparition or angel, as you would call it. Was this done by jets leaving a trail behind and kind of creating artwork in the sky? That's a possibility. What I'm finding fascinating are those little anomalies on the bottom of this. What is that?
You see these lights jumping in and out of the underskirt of this. It's kind of like surrounding it, moving in a zigzag way back and forth. It's very weird. It's captured a few moments. You can see it peek in and out around the smoke trail, if that's what it is. Is this what's maybe possibly creating this incredible apparition, this strange sighting in the sky, atmospheric phenomenon? Incredible stuff. Speaking of atmospheric phenomenon, even Rich went over some of our incredible videos in the Third Phase of Moon archive, and he gave his opinion on some of the incredible stuff. Listen up, everybody. That came in 2016 as well from Southern California, which looks to be two massive bright orbs in the sky. And you can see the clouds, and it's pretty thick. And you would think if it was the sun, it's really peeking through those dark clouds right now. I'm not sure if it's the sun or not refracting, maybe making some kind of double exposure on the lens.
Yeah, it's a great capture right there. Look at the clouds itself. They almost seem like it has a smoky texture to it. And it seems to create a fusion around whatever we're looking at. Double orbs, standing out too.
Yeah, and some people might say it's a reflection, maybe on a window or within on a window. It seems that the person who shot is actually kind of walked through a door, maybe through their apartment or house or what have you. And it doesn't seem like they're shooting through a glass.
Yeah, I'm looking at these. I could rule out Chinese lanterns. They don't really light up like that. There seems to be a box, a flotation device. This is more of like orbs as you see them. It almost looks like the sun, and there's a double sun next to it. But, you know, there'd be more captures of this.
We know what people are going to say, Planet X, obviously. And I don't I don't think that is the case. I'm just kind of looking at this a little closer. You can see he's actually walking through the video. And obviously, if there's some glass, he would have walked through the glass. So that's impossible. So I would have to rule out it's a reflection. Could it be a double exposure of the lens? We're not seeing any kind of blurred lines from the power lines. Everything seems very consistent. Chinese lanterns, usually they kind of drift in the wind. You can see that the foliage around is kind of blowing, and these things are basically stationary in the sky. I would have liked to see more video, but
Could it
this
be
is
like
pretty much what we're getting
a
at the
plane
moment.
coming at the camera itself?
Sure, helicopters,
But
planes.
look, they just kind of stay there. Usually you would see them bank after this kind of, after you're seeing a progression here, they seem to be rather stationary.
Yeah, I would have to rule out aviation lights from an aircraft of some sort. They're very consistent in their luminance, and whatever they are, it does seem like they're two stationary orbs up in the sky, basically in broad daylight.
So I'm going to zoom in on this for you for the first half of this because I don't know what this is. This can't be two suns. Obviously the sun isn't these two things. It's not these two things. I don't know what this is. Is it a drone? Is it two drones? It doesn't look like it. They're actually pretty stationary. Drones usually drift from side to side. I can't tell what the weather's like other than cloudy, but it's something rather remarkable just hovering in the sky. There's the widened clip right there. You can see it's a cloudy day, and you gotta think, what could it be? Could it be flares? No way. There's no smoke, no gondola, no parachute, no anything resembling that. Skydivers? No, stationary. It looks like it's in the sky. I don't think it's CGI at all. This here is unexplainable, and I have no explanation for it. Unless it's the sun refracting off something, it's pretty remarkable. People have seen these for centuries. These are like Foo Fighters standing still.
Now we've got more videos and more evidence coming in, and this was captured in Arizona. Here are some still frames of some kind of plasma energy ball spotted in the field aboard a train in Arizona. Here's the video.
Yeah, Blake, that's not normal. What is that? This thing seems to be off in the distance. I would say about 300-400 yards. This thing's pretty big.
Some kind of plasmic orb in broad daylight. We've seen some of this in Area 51 around the perimeter of this kind of energy ball, but out in Arizona in the desert, this passenger aboard a train captured something that's very peculiar. How big do you think this is, guys?
Yeah, it's pretty big, Blake. The circumference, I would imagine, would be about 60 to 40 feet. It's huge. And what's up with the propulsion, the light? What's creating this energy field? I like these still photos coming up right now. It really shows the contrast and the depth of what this object is.
Someone recorded this while passing by on a train in the Arizona desert. The Arizona desert has enough land they can do this anywhere private. Why this is in the middle of nowhere that can be seen is beyond me. I don't know if this is a government test, or if this is a crashed object, or if that is a, well, it looks like some sort of plasma ball. I don't know if it's just a ball of plastic. It's hard to tell. There is depth to it. It looks like it's out there. And I think Blake was right. We've seen these at Area 51, but not outside of Area 50. I mean, this is amazing. I've never seen anything like this. Is that a plasma ball? Is that energy? Is that similar to what we saw the Terminators come through and time travel portals, something like that? Tell you, it would be great if something walked out of that thing. That could be a portal opening up. This could be a portal opening up. Boy, I wish they could have showed us what happened. This is amazing stuff. Again, brought to you by Third Phase of Moon. This is in the archives about 2 years ago. It's pretty amazing.
I want to thank everybody for joining us from around the world, the incredible submissions that have just come into Third Phase of Moon. And if you've captured anything amazing out there, you can submit it to us via my email. It's in the description. Everybody, keep your eyes on the skies. Be safe out there, and appreciate everybody in the live premiere chat. You guys rock. Blake Cousins. We'll see you next time.
I think it's terrifying. I mean, this seems potentially like one of the biggest stories of my lifetime. And I don't care if it's about UFOs or whatever you call it. Something that we don't understand is getting very close to our military aircraft.
The technologies related to energy generation should come out first.
This hybrid aerospace underwater craft is able to basically generate an electromagnetic field.
It is President Trump's belief that the United States must remain as dominant in space as we are on land and sea and the air. And your charge is to see to that mission with the United States Space Force.
You know, there were 3 people on my team assassinated, and I was almost killed.
With a lot of people that would like to know what's going on.
It's a matter of national security.
But apparently, just recovered are off-world vehicles not made on this Earth.
The president will respond to the subject the way they want them to. There's a black box with all the technologies that would give us a civilization that's sustainable, peaceful, etc., and that's been around for decades.
Everybody's asking the biggest question in the world. Are we alone?
Look, it's holding, it's just stalled out there.
The narrative that's being launched, which is a false narrative, is that we're not alone and that those civilizations are a threat. The problem is that the public has to be informed and involved.
It could be a restatement saying, hallelujah, I'm finally vindicated.
I'm not completely convinced they're gonna let this stay like it is.
But the people who are surrounding that level of our politicians and government are not told. Like the movie Independence Day, where Will Smith, let's go kick alien butt.